the top Trump backstabbers in 2023 so far, leading off with numero uno, Ken Cuccinelli, former Attorney General, Virginia, former chair of the Cruz for President campaign, the organizer of the Great Harrisonburg Heist, where he stole our delegates and went back on a deal we made. The same Ken Cuccinelli, the cockroach that begged Trump for a job in immigration, begged him for a job. Trump gave it to him. And then what did he do? Stabs him in the back and becomes the chairman of the little D DeSantis pack. Never back down. So thanks, Ken. Glad you had a job there. The most vicious of all the never Trumpers. And we told the president, he's a cockroach. He's going to stab you in the back. But, President Trump's a very nice guy. And so he thought Ken would do a good job. And he thought that's what mattered. But we all knew he was going to stab in the back. Number one backstabber, Ken Cuccinelli. Okay, let's get to number two, Adam Laxalt. Well, who's Adam Laxalt? Oh, yeah. Ran for U.S. Senate, Nevada. Remember that? Who endorsed him in the primary? Who did he beg for an endorsement? You got it. President Trump. President Trump did a rally for him. President Trump campaigned for him. I can tell you personally, so I don't ever divulge my private conversations, but I can tell you personally that I was with the president on at least two occasions where Adam Laxalt called him and he picked up the phone in the middle of the meeting and talked to him. So that was how much support Trump was giving Adam Laxalt. And what does Laxalt do? Turns around and stabs him in the back, and now he's endorsed DeSantis and campaigning for him. Thanks, Adam. Backstabber number two. Let's go to backstabber number three. Steve Cortez. Now, not only did Cortez backstab Trump in the back, he backstabbed all of MAGA. He backstabbed Stephen K. Bannon. He backstabbed War Room. He backstabbed the deplorables because Bannon gave him a platform for 2 years, multiple days a week, multiple segments. And what does he do? Turns around and not only endorses DeSantis. That's bad enough. But then becomes the spokesperson for the DeSantis pack, never back down. So let me get this straight. You were a senior advisor to Trump in 2020. You were on War Room, 3 or 4 times a week. Every time I turned the thing on, the guy was on it. Right? Now, not only do you stab us in the back and back DeSantis, but now you're the spokesperson for the pack, which means that you have to amplify the negatives they're saying about MAGA, Trump, and the deplorables and the movement. How's that square, Steve? Well, Steve's a nice guy, and he's got his right to back whoever he wants, but we got to call this stuff out. And yes, I'm going to have him on my show, hopefully sometime this week, to explain his side of it. But right now, on the surface, you're the spokesperson for Cuccinelli the cockroach's pack. After being with us for all this time and Bannon giving you a national platform for 2 years. Unbelievable. And let's round out with backstabber number 4, Rick Perry, who Trump made energy secretary. Now, he was, you could say, effective or not effective, but he was energy secretary for 4 years in the Trump administration. And Trump stayed with him and was very loyal to him. And what does Rick Perry do now to return the favor? Well, he endorses no one. He refuses to endorse Trump and now says that he might run himself. Let's see. You ran against Romney in 2012 and embarrassed yourself on a debate stage because you couldn't even name the agencies you wanted to close. That campaign was a disaster. Then you turned around and you ran again in 2016, and you couldn't even make the main stage. So you were on the undercard, and you were underwhelming there and never got enough polling numbers to get on the main stage. Then Trump makes you energy secretary. Then you turn around now and you won't endorse him. And now you talk about running a campaign for yourself. See, these are the backstabbers, folks, that are selling out our movement. And we got to call them out. Because you want to do this for your own, whatever it is, for your own reasons, that's fine. But we also have a right to say, hey, when you needed Trump like Adam Laxalt, Trump was there. When you wanted a job like Cuccinelli, Trump was there. When you wanted to be in the administration and be a secretary like Rick Perry, Trump was there. When you needed a job and you wanted to be a spokesperson and a senior advisor to an incumbent president, Steve Cortez, Trump was there. When you wanted to go on War Room 3 times a week with Steve Bannon was there. The deplorables were there.